Yes, JD.
Riley's last show is JD1 in green.
Oh, you haven't?
Yes.
And there was a bad case of food poisoning?
Not a terrible case, but you can hear it a little bit.
It's amazing how he works through these things.
He has moved on from bitching about everyone here to bitching about his sponsors not sending his wife stuff.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I heard this. Steven Singer. Steven Singer's a sponsor of Riley's show, and Riley's not pleased with Steven Singer.
Why does everybody owe him something?
Tonight, our show is being sponsored by the great Steven Singer Jewelers. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com
Wow.
today. Even though out of all the time that I've advertised Steven, and I love him, he's never sent my dear wife even a Chinese token. However,
he's angling.
Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Welcome to the Riley Martin Show.
I guess you got to send Riley stuff.
He's lucky to have a sponsor.
Yeah, isn't it enough that Steven even wants to have it be associated with that show
already?
Yeah, what is that? I mean, what is it with this guy? All these years, I've never received as much as a Chinese... What is it?
Token.
Chinese token.
A Chinese token.
Whatever that is.
Welcome to the Riley Martin Show. We're glad that you're here. People, I meant what I said. I love Steven Singer because the man has great values and deals that's better than any other I've ever seen.
Dealy deal.
Yet, he has neglected my dear wife on the Chinese token thing. Welcome to the Riley Martin Show.
Wow. He's hung up on it. He
neglected his wife.
Everyone owes him something. It is appalling, isn't it?
I just don't know how you get that logic.
Well, Riley is a big draw for Steven Singer, and Riley's a top guy in radio, and he's on the top channel, and you should just lay gifts at his feet.
He's like the Christ child.
Right,
just
like an
bring
emperor.
Me gifts.
Right. This one's labeled, Riley's almost at the end of his rope. When isn't he?
I think he's got very little rope left.
I love when he starts out, I think he should do a whole show of just,
We are living in perilous times.
Uh-oh.
I've almost reached the end of my rope. Those of you who already have symbols, consider yourself lucky.
Right.
For the time
I had one, but I threw it in the garbage.
Was nigh when they will no longer be available.
Why?
Or anything of that nature. And I'll cash it in and go about my merry way. If what I have said to you is not of any value to you, then you won't join me because you think perhaps Sarah Palin and Michelle Bachmann can save you.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know exactly why Riley is going to stop making symbols.
Yeah, he can go on his merry way, cashing something in.
He's kind of just, he can't really get into it, but he's kind of letting you know he's closing down shop with those symbols.
He won't be doing anymore.
And if he stops, he's the only one who's in touch with the Bavuvians. And they, whatever they are, what are they, Bouvians? The Bouvines.
The Biavians.
The
Bouviers.
I'm talking about Jackie Bouvier. Or Steve family.
That's why she wore that pillbox hat to cover her alien antenna.
Looky here. So, anyway, Biavians, yeah. So, if Riley stops making those symbols, the Biavians won't know to pick you up on their mothership when all shit breaks loose.
They'll just pass you right by.
Yeah.
They won't just pick up anybody.
So he's trying to give you a wink and say, look, now's the time to order. He's got his own radio show. That's the best thing he can come up with is those hand-drawn symbols. Like, get into another business. People aren't buying it.
Plus, he has to sit down and draw every symbol himself.
Right. He needs a business where he can get out of that.
Yeah.
Right. I guess he sketches all day with those symbols. It's the same thing over and over again.
And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. Let me
It's almost like it takes him a second to crank up.
give a shout out and a belated birthday wish to my dear Robin Quivers,
Oh.
my darling.
I'm sure a knock is coming.
Yeah, really. I'm waiting.
Happy birthday. Many happy returns. You
Happy.
certainly don't look it. You're beautiful and still juicy.
Means you still get wet.
And
That's guy speak.
my bird Damien, the cockatoo from hell. I said, Damien, here's a picture of Robin Quivers. Wish her a happy birthday. And he looked at the picture. And he said, man, I'd love to get a beak on that bitch. And I said, man, look, who taught you, these words and all that type of stuff? I said, honey. She said, yes, Ratty. I said, did you teach this bird these explicit leaders?
What?
Guy said he had food poisoning.
Hey, Riley, you okay? You sound a little under the weather right now. Feeling good, bro?
Hey, kid, look, I got a hip and a knee replacement. I got a bad jaw. I got a bad shoulder. Nobody's helping me. They don't care.
That's bullshit. Hey, check it out. I heard Pharrell's going to be off on vacation next week. Anybody talk to you about extra gigs?
No. Oh, I've been asking them. Say, hey, man, how about extra hour or two every so often when, like, somebody's off or something like that? Mm-hmm. They won't even do that. They'd rather play the thing about...
Don't you think we'd have him do that if we thought the show merited it?
I'm sure there was a time that Tim tried this. I'm sure it didn't go well for Tim.
Yeah, I was talking to Tim the other day in our meeting, and he said to me, Pharrell's going on vacation. What do you think of, like, Riley doing a fill-in? And I was like, well, if that's what you want. I said, do people really need that much Riley? I mean, does Riley have that much bullshit to...
Right. I mean, how far does that bullshit stretch?
Yeah. So Tim said, no, I think maybe Riley can do it. And I said, okay, well, if that's what you want. And, I don't know, somehow Tim probably picked up on that as like, well, I don't want Riley.
Right, but you're not enthusiastic about it.
No, I was just asking. I said, I don't hear Riley all that much, except when we play these clips. I go, does he have is it entertaining enough for a couple of hours?
Is he a one-trick pony, or can he branch out a little bit?
Yeah. So I think Tim's thinking about giving Riley some fill-in stuff. So, which I'm not against. If the people want Riley, give them Riley.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good stuff. Look, man.
I'm putting whores on machines.
Oh. They got like 15 hours of show to fill up next week, and they want to put black on black on. I think you should get at least 4 of those hours.
Well, I mean,
what do you
goodness, I do not begrudge. Yeah, I do not begrudge these young men. Let them. I wish them well.
Right.
Wish them well. They let them have their show on Monday night, one show. But you know what? You put in your time. You've been at Sirius for, I don't know, as long as I've been listening.
Yeah.
And, I just hate to see...
I love when the listeners rile him
and
up.
he gets all puffed up.
Hey, Riley, we think you're the best, and you've been there the longest, and you've put in your time like it's a civil service job.
Or a mining job.
Yeah, you've been working in the mines for a long time. Ugh.
And keep you down in the basement.
Well, my goodness. This is what you get from those who would find solace and joy in doing divers and evil towards others, and things of this nature.
Wasn't he just wishing you a happy birthday?
Yes, and now
So who's against him? I guess it's me.
we're not helping him
Right.
somehow.
So who is really the enemy? Me? I mean, I gave him a radio show.
You are the big enemy,
Right.
yes.
So
and
why-
I don't tell you should do better, so...
Right.
Yeah, this is the only. They've been to the crossroads and sold their souls, and therefore, the
Jeez.
more pain they can wreak.
God, isn't it great to get kicked in the teeth after you do something nice for a guy that no one does anything nice for? Like, I gave him a radio show.
Oh, my goodness. And that was like the worst thing you could have done. That was
Right.
putting him in slavery.
You
And
ruined
now
my life.
you won't let him out.
Right.
Upon those who are actually bona fide, the better they feel inside. But I love them. However, they have so short of my assessment of the human equation, you know?
Oh, he loves us,
What?
but there's never a just I love you.
How about, hey, Howard, I love you for giving me a radio show and thinking of me, and no one in his right mind would give me a radio show.
Oh, no. He'd have to be in his right mind to
Right.
figure that out.
That's right.